Alright guys, so we're in Daytona. We're across the hall from, or across the street from the racetrack now at a place called Rock Bottom Restaurant and Brewery, who was awesome because as soon as I said, well, I'm on this weird diet for things, she's like, oh, keto diet, so I'm getting a burger with bacon and some coleslaw on the side. I know I can eat that. And then we're gonna go out. There's a whole ton of really cool cars here, and so we will see those. And yeah, this should be a pretty interesting this will be a pretty oh, here you go, if you need that. I already do. So so this will be some pretty interesting videos here. I've already walked around and seen a couple, so this is going to be really cool. John is gonna, the guy from NASCAR, he's going to be over here. We'll talk with him in a little while. And I believe the person he works with who's also here, so we're going to talk to those guys, tell us a little bit about what goes on here. And this is a great thing if you're coming over to visit the track or whatever. Evidently they have this and it's big. I can tell you it's pretty big. So we will I'm gonna eat a little something and then we'll get going. So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. Alright, so we're here at 1 Daytona. Let's just take a swing around and see what we can find here. So I may have to reduce the stuff. They got the music a little loud here, but that's alright. If we need to do some copyright stuff, we'll do it. Alright. So it looks like we got a nice Riviera here. Really nice Riviera.
Gorgeous.
They are very, like when they do send home, they'll call.
So it looks like it's a 430. It's got some day 2 stuff on it. It's painted. It's not completely stock, obviously. Says it's a motion. I don't know if it's really a motion Camaro or not. All right. Let's take a look. Oh, GS. So, is it a real Grand Sport or is it, well, it says it's a Grand Sport 400 convertible. I don't know, what do you guys think about this Grand Sport convertible? I love the wheels. Nice couple first cars. All right. So we've got a C4 Hot Wheels. Not sure exactly. I guess this is just a street rod. I don't know. What do you guys think of the piston shifter there? Okay. Race Team Series 3. Not really sure what this is. It's a street car? Not a street car. Street car with wheelie bars. Okay, so this, if you looked at the Corvette that we found a couple months ago, this is kind of similar. I don't know what it has under hood, if it's got a 427. Yep, 427, probably 600 horse. So full cage. So this is a Greenwood Corvette, and the one that we found that was in hiding for 40 years, the one we discovered, what, a month ago, has a similar body, but it's not a Greenwood, and that was number 25. This is, I don't know if this is actually 75. I mean, it's got the Greenwood red, white, and blue scheme on it. So nothing wrong with a Greenwood Corvette showing up. So this is 65 GTO, obviously resto rod. Hey guys, so actually one of the cars I really liked from the 80s were these, what, 83 to 86 Monte Carlo SS's. I like this all black. I don't know if that's its original. Super comfortable cars, not super fast, used by NASCAR. Although the NASCAR ones would have the slanted arrow back window to them. But, I mean, this is a really nice looking car. Although, I don't know if they came in black. I thought it was just white, blue, and red. So, not sure of the black. So we got an Avanti somebody's working on. You John?
Yeah.
Hey man, how you doing?
Nice to meet you.
Hey. So there's so many people here, and there's so many cars here, and they're all around the place. We may stop and take a look at some specific ones, but they have this a lot. This is one Daytona, and this car show is available. So because they're playing a lot of loud music, we're gonna put some of this to music, but just check the cars out. Richard Petty also had a peace sign on the back of his car. So as you guys can see, there is a lot of classics here. And yeah, I'm probably gonna pass one or two that you guys are like, oh, please stop and check this out. But I mean, we're talking hundreds of cars here today. So this is the New Year's Eve show, and we just gotta catch what we can. '68 Camaro RSSS. So this is number 6 of 24 of the 2020 Hertz Hendrick Motorsports Camaros. I could go into a whole bunch of this stuff, but do we have time? I don't know. Is this yours? Corvair wagon. Somebody moved your engine. Yeah. Did they tell you? Ah. Tried to hide it.
Keep looking for it up there, but it's not there.
When you get pulled over by police, do you just open the hood and go, I don't know what happened? What do you mean I was going 65? There's not even an engine in this. Ooh, the old 230 6-cylinder. It's a 3-door. What is a 3-door? Is this yours? So did somebody remove one and then just got tired of doing it and said, screw it, I'm just leaving it the way it is?
Now he wanted to make a 3-door car.
He wanted to do one side. He meant to do one side.
He wanted to make it a 3-door.
So this is another thing with the cops. You can drive by at 100 miles an hour. They call a 4-door sedan, then you just turn around, you drive by and you wave. There's some dude with a 4-door flying.
Just get him. I just saw him go by.
Oh, I'll give you one of our cards. We just.
When I bought it, it actually had hubcaps on this side.
So it was definitely made to.
Granny car on this side.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That guy had it, but it rode crooked.
That's.
I found him at him. I'm like, your car is crooked.
Now, is the roof crooked? Like,
No.
is that? How did he do that to make it the one side longer?
Well, he
Well, it's
took
not-
the quarter panel from a
He
2-door.
got a 2-door sedan door and bolted it on the jam.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
And
was.
got the proper quarter panel to extend.
Fill in the space, because if you look from that post over to the other post, you can see the difference in the post.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Okay, so he actually has a
The
two-door,
Yeah.
a door. So okay.
He took an actual 2-door side and molded it into a 4-door body.
All right, this is something in the 290 or whatever videos we've put on this channel. We've never seen this, ever. So you got a door here. So was this originally a 2-door car or a 4-door? All right, so this was originally a 4-door car. And as you can see, he made this side, which you're doing with a lot of 57 Chevys. We've seen that. So he did a really beautiful job of making this a 2-door. But then on this side, and there's the book, it's a 4-door. I don't have words. I'm not really sure. So what's it listed as on the DMV? Okay.
It's registered 4-door.
So this is the side. So this is what happens when you get married and you have a 2-door, that the wife makes you this. So better than making this half a station wagon, I guess. I'm not sure, but it's very cool and it's very clean. I mean, if you couldn't tell either side where the work was done. Very cool car, sir. Awesome. And something we've never seen. Now, real quick, he has the 6-cylinder, but does he have an M22 rock crusher in there as the train? Okay. I didn't know how far he went with that. That's really cool.
Yep.
Sport Fury. Neat. We're seeing a lot of cars here that we have not seen around the country. A GTS. GTS. $383. Nice.
I forgot what the freaking looks exactly like that. I forgot what it's called.
Couple street rods.
That's an old piece where the alternative intake used to come in right here and come up. That silicone elbow used to sit right here.
Nice SS. Sweet little SS. Another Impala SS. And nice Nova. All right, so I think I see a Survivor, probably one we've never actually put on the show. The Survivor Gremlin. Talk about a Wayback Machine. Nice. AMC Gremlin. You don't get to see those very much. A Lakewood Corvair 700. So here's the weird thing. Corvairs, I thought, had the engines in the back. Volkswagen Beetlejuice. Really sweet 68 Chevelle SS. All right, we don't put a whole lot of modern cars on the channel because you guys don't really seem to care. But this is kind of crazy. Kind of glows in the dark almost. So very cool. Ooh, look at this Impala. Sweet. Is this yours? That's his. Hey, Chris. Sean with Junkyards at Barn Finds. We're going to throw it on the channel. Very cool. Very cool. How long did it take you to build?
7 years now.
7 years?
Yeah,
Still in a work in progress?
Yeah, about another year. I got like the door panels and the back window finished.
Very sweet. Are you from up here?
Yeah, I got a shop in DeLand over at Kepler 92.
Okay.
92 all the way up to DeLand, runs into DeLand, I'm like right there.
Okay. So do you build, is this what you do? You
Yeah,
build
I
these
build
things?
this, a little bit of motorcycles, stuff like that.
Okay.
Side stuff, mostly hot rods.
Hey guys, if you want to see, I think you had some about, you show how you built this?
Yeah, it's on the Facebook page.
Okay, so
Project 49 Frankie.
Okay, so Project 49 Frankie, Frankie. So if you guys want to see what Chris does, is your other stuff on there or anything else on there?
Just the car.
Just the car?
Yep.
But if you guys want to go and follow, go check out, because this thing has got so many cool little details. I mean, the stitching of the hood, the stitching up on the roof, everything. You guys check this out. You know, give them a compliment. This thing is really cool. I don't even know if is it rat rock? I guess when they said bring the big dogs out today, car show, you're like, oh, I'll bring the big dog.
You can pull back to the starting line. Get some out.
That's your security detail for this show. Comes with a saddle, but he's not wearing it right now.
That's my wife.
How does the air conditioner work? Do you fill that thing with ice and then let the air blow through to you?
Water.
That one's water, cold water. So you put a lot of cold water in it and you just. Oh,
And my son, he's got one on his, and we did put water in it and tried it out. And it drops the temperature about 15 degrees.
so it's an actual real, like,
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen one.
Let me.
I found John, by the way, so. Guys, I'm pretty sure this is not factory either. I don't think this came with a 406 option, but I could be wrong. I don't know much about minis. Is this one of yours?
That's mine.
So I don't know much. It's a mini?
No, this is a Fiat.
A Fiat?
It's a
Okay.
Fiat.
Don't know much about Fiats, but
all right.
I'm Sean with Junkyards and Bar Finds with Sean. And I'm guessing, because I'm not sure, but a 406 wasn't the option for this car. This is not stock, right? This is not a high option Fiat.
No. The high option Fiat had a rear engine, 32 horsepower motor in it.
All right. You could probably still put that in just to push the car down after you're done racing.
Well, there ain't no room. That's where the gas tank sits.
Oh.
Between the tubs for the tires and the
So
gas tank.
did you build it?
No, I bought it from the guy that built it. He built it back in the 90s and raced it. And he had it back then. He had the 406 in it.
Does he have the guts to race this?
Yeah, he did back then. I've had it out on a quarter mile, but this is basically just a mild street motor now.
Oh, I was gonna say, because how far do you have to push the gas pedal? Sorry. Yeah. So, what has more miles on it, the front tires or the wheelie bar tires when you hit the gas?
Well, the wheelie bars don't do anything now, not with this motor.
Not
the
with
other
this
motor
one.
that did. With this is basically, I said, just a street motor. It runs a little over 100 miles an hour and a quarter mile. With these big, with that motor and these big tires on it, it just hooks and goes. I mean, you know.
I just saying. I mean, it has such a cool wow factor.
Hell yeah.
I had no idea what it was, but it's definitely.
Well, that's why the guy procrastinated. It took a long time to get him to sell it. Then there turned out a couple other guys that wanted it, but they wanted to cut it up and make a real drag car out of it, you know, just go on with it. And I did, and I told them I just want it for a street car to ride.
Well, plus the other thing is, I mean, you could probably just put this in your living room.
Yeah, you could
I mean,
make a coffee table out of it. Right?
It's pretty cool. You don't need a garage. You just pull it inside, park it behind the
I
couch.
got it in a shed that we put our golf cart in.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you don't even need to buy a car trailer for it. You could just put it on a smaller trailer.
It's just something. My problem is it's not something you drive a long distance with. This is good for about a half an hour, and then I've had enough of it.
Yeah, I imagine.
It's pretty, well, there's no suspension really. It's just all springs and a pair of shocks, and that's it. So,
Well, it's just definitely a cool piece.
Lot of
So we're
fun.
definitely glad as guys, we don't ever have one of these on the channel, so this will be a first. So thank you, sir. What was your
Thank
first
you.
name?
Doug.
Doug? Hey, Doug, I'm Sean. So.
Good, Sean.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. That's cool. Here's another one of these things. Nice rat rod truck right there. Wow, you don't see a lot of the Jeep, the old Jeep J10s. You can see it's a gasser. Old Comet gasser, huh? Did you build it?
Nah, take it from where it is, kind of.
Just fun?
Yeah.
Oh, it's super cool, super cool.
Thank you. Good to see
Thanks.
you, buddy.
Man, there are rows and rows of cars here. Another GTO. And right over there is the stadium. And right here, John's office is in there. But that's the corporate office for NASCAR. So we're trying to get, there's a private collection that they sometimes show, and I'm trying to get that for us, for you guys to see. So we will come back up here and try to get that private collection for you. Trying to find a yellow. Where is yellow? I'm looking for a yellow Mustang. So there's a story behind this yellow Mustang. Oh, I think that's it right there, and it's leaving. Oh. So John is, I walked right past it. And I cannot walk fast. But that is John's dad's Mustang. And
Wow.
let's go with it. Well, I guess he's leaving. So that Mustang over there, actually that's leaving, belonged to John, his father, I believe. And then he gave it to John's son. And it's got a Whipple, I think a Whipple blower on it. And a bunch of other stuff. So maybe we'll be able to get that the next time we come up, because I just walked by it and I didn't see it because the hood was down, because I think he was getting ready to leave. So we're just gonna walk around here, catching a couple more of these cars. This is really nice. There's restaurant seats. So it's starting to get dark. People are going to start heading home. And I have a 4-hour drive back home. But we wanted to come up here, meet with some people, get a tour of the the racetrack, and met up with John and some of the other people here. And so I hope you guys enjoy this. Tons of cars here. They're having another show in Smyrna, but I spoke with John and he's gonna try and get me into the private collection they have here. So hopefully you'll see that in an upcoming video. And so we're heading back home. Hope you guys enjoyed it and have a great night. Thank you for watching. If you get up here, again, best thing is you get up here. If you're going to Disney, take a 2-hour side trip, come over to the stadium. It's right there. This is shopping. This is called Daytona 1. This is shopping. Rock Bottom Brewery is where I ate. Fabulous food. You can see cars. If you come here on a night when they're having this, you can always check it out. And if they're having the car show here, which they seem to have weekly, then you can come to a car show, check out the racetrack, and just have a grand time. So anyway, thank you guys. Remember, if you like this, please subscribe, click the like button, put in some comments. Yeah, I would love to do individual cars here, but honestly, I don't know. We're too many, and we didn't have time. We're losing sunlight, and people are starting to leave. So, but anyway, have a great new year, first video of the year, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Hey guys, it is 10 o'clock. I've got 4.9 miles left to go. I just got to jump on the interstate here, go down 2 exits, get back off, and I'll be home. So we left this morning, what, 8:30? It's now 10:04. We'll get home probably about 10:20. I appreciate you guys taking a trip with me. I hope it was, again, shows what we do to put some content on the channel. I hope to get NASCAR to let me film that private collection they have. That would be awesome.
See 3 miles on I-75 south.
Anything I can do to work with NASCAR would be great. So that would be something really cool. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to be home shortly, but I just wanted to say good night and Happy New Year, and we will see you another day. April, Should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.